Ask the Candidates, read to you by Carol Brigham. Many men and women would like the job of President of the United States. Each candidate has ideas to solve the country's problems. Candidates talk to voters in cities around the country. They are in debates on TV. People can read the candidates' ideas and plans at their websites. Millions of Americans watch the debates. They listen to the candidates answer questions. This helps voters learn about important issues. It helps people decide which candidate would be a good president. What questions are people asking? What questions would you ask the candidates? Government. Americans are divided on many issues in the country today. Some are even angry at each other. What would you do to bring the country together? Democrats and Republicans argue about how to run the country. They have different ideas about what is right and good for the country. How would you get the two parties to work together in Congress? Government spending. Healthcare costs are rising. Many people do not have insurance. People who have insurance have to pay high premiums and deductibles. How would you help all Americans afford health care? What would your plan do for Americans with pre-existing conditions? American students are falling behind students in other countries in math, reading, and science. Should the U.S. invest more money in early childhood education? What about kindergarten through 12th grade? Adult education? College students borrow a lot of money to pay for college. After they graduate, it takes years to pay off their debts. Should public colleges be free? Should the government forgive students' college loans? How would you pay for this? Many people who serve in the U.S. military get injured or suffer from PTSD. When these men and women come home from war, they have trouble going back to normal life. How would you improve programs for veterans? A lot of the wealth of the United States was created by slave labor. Should the government make reparations to the descendants of slaves? Immigration. There are 10.5 million undocumented immigrants in the United States. What would you do about them? Should the U.S. continue to build a wall at the border with Mexico? The U.S. used to take in 50,000 to 80,000 refugees each year. So far, this year, the U.S. allowed only 18,787. How many refugees would you let come to the U.S. each year? Energy and the environment. Should the U.S. government subsidize companies who develop more renewable energy like solar, electric, and wind power? The climate has been changing. Natural disasters have been happening more often. What is your plan for dealing with the changing climate? Safety and security. Hackers use computers to commit crimes. They try to get information from individuals, companies, and even the government. Many people lose money to scams. What would you do to increase cybersecurity in America? Russia and other countries have interfered in our past elections. How would you ensure safety and security in U.S. elections? Foreign policy. Is it good for the U.S. to be the leader of the world? How strong should U.S. military forces be? Should the U.S. intervene in wars in other countries? Social issues. Gun violence has killed thousands of people in the United States. Many of these were mass shootings. Should the U.S. have stronger gun laws? Should there be restrictions on a woman's right to end her pregnancy? The economy. The minimum wage has been $7.25 per hour since 2009. Many people need more than one job to pay their bills. Should the U.S. raise the minimum wage? The top 1% of Americans own more wealth than the entire middle class. What would you do about income inequality? Character and experience. Americans listen to the candidates answer these questions and other questions. They ask themselves, who do I want for president? Which candidates are the smartest? Which candidates have the best experience to be president? Which candidates have the right personality and character to be president? Is a candidate's age important? Is a candidate's gender important? Is a candidate's religion important? Which candidates tell the truth? Which candidates will work hard? Who would be the best leader? Which candidate would be a good commander-in-chief of the U.S. Armed Forces? For more information about Easy English News or other works by Elizabeth Clare, visit our website at elizabethclare.com.